you guys? It's Lisa. Welcome back to my channel. Excuse me. Today, I wanted to share with you something that one of my friends and subscribers and supporters to my channel, Laura Manson, um, sent me for my birthday. She is the sweetest. I cannot wait to meet her in person. It will be absolutely wonderful, and I look forward to that day. But she sent me this package for my birthday, and it's a set of stencils. I cannot thank her enough. Thank you, thank you, thank you. They are right up my alley, and I'm looking for the receipt here so I can give credit to the company that she got them from. Let's see here. Wall Cuts. Now this is a store, I believe, on Etsy, and this is called the Garden Stencil Bundle, Spring Stencil Pack, and they're amazing. But I wanted to show you these stencils as I cut them up. I know you're going to say, "What? You're going to cut them up?" But they're huge. There's two sheets like this, and there's no way I'll be able to use them efficiently by not cutting them up. So I'm going to cut them up with you, and then I'm going to show you the project that I am going to make. So let's do this one first. I'll put it here, get rid of the second one, and I'm going to be very careful not to cut. Excuse me, I have a frog in my throat today. Not to cut too close to the others so that I ruin anything, but I want to go ahead and just cut these apart real simply. I will use this for background here. This one says, "Bloom where you are planted." Adorable. She knows that I love gardening, and I am going to show you a great project that I'm going to make with these today. This is Be You. Love it. And then this one, I Will Survive. Okay, I'm going to keep going here. This bottom one here says Grow. So that one is cute. Again, I'll get my piece of paper here. I love to garden. Grow. You can never have too many plants. And I'm actually going to cut this one off. And I'm going to leave that one on right now just for the time being. Think about it. And then we're going to go to the second group. Isn't this an amazing set she sent me? These are going to be a little... I don't want to get too close here. Okay. That watering can, I can see all kinds of things to do with that. I'm going to cut these apart right down the line here. There would just be no way I would be able to use these in such big pieces. It would just be a nightmare. Okay, of course I'm going to save this paper for a project. It's a great paper for backdrop for your desk. And I'll show you these. Love grows here. Cute. You grow, girl. Water, please. Super adorable pots. Please don't die. My cute watering can. Sometimes I wet my plants. Super cute. And love grows here. Love all of them. Thank you again, Laura Manson. I so much appreciate you thinking of me on my birthday. And for you to know that I love gardening was very special. Now, this has been in my stash for a while. Don't even know where I got it. I would probably guess a rummage sale. But don't you think that this on here with some flowers on it is going to make the coolest thing for perhaps on the deck table? You could put your silverware and your napkins, or maybe your tablecloth in there. I'm not sure how I will use it, but I'm going to pick out a stencil and I'm going to go ahead and stencil on here with you. So stay tuned. We're going to do that next. And there is a bumpy surface on here, but I don't think it'll be too bad. So we're going to do that next, okay? I'm going to get my supplies and I'll be back. I got my supplies ready, and what I chose was Love Grows Here, and I cut this one out also, and I'm going to do the little pot with the hearts out of it. Adorable. But we're going to do one at a time, and I used my painter's tape, and I taped it down, and we're going to work on this hard surface like this. I grabbed some archival ink in various colors. This one is dye ink also, but it's Simon Says stamp, and it is my favorite red. I have my potting soil, my jet black, and fern green. I'm thinking obviously that little heart is going to be red there. And I think I can get that done with this little piece of sponge. Some of the brushes are going to be just a little bit too big to go in there. Whoopsies here. So I'm gonna just try and get that heart on there with my sponge. Now already I'm messing it up. I just wondered how this is going to work on here. And I can see that this ink is just slipping around on there. It's not working very well at all. I'm going to take that little bit off with my alcohol. And I'm looking for a towel. So I'm wondering if we're going to need to work with paint. Let's try it. That's how we, get things done here. We'll trial and error. We'll go ahead with black first. I'm going to put these aside because I'm guessing that this is not going to work now. And this is why you watch these videos, so that I can do the testing of products and things and see what works, and we will go from there. This is just a Liquitex basic black. I'm looking for a little sponge dauber, which I have plenty of these. They're just makeup sponges. And I'm gonna try and just go through the letters here and see if this works. Just putting that on real careful. And this surface is quite slippery. So I'm wondering if that is squishing out underneath. And you can see it is. I'm going to wipe that up because I don't like it. And we're going to have to think what we can do here. All right, so I'll be back. Okay, here's what I discovered. You need stencil brushes. These are real stiff brushes with your acrylic paint and a paper towel, and I'm just wiping most of the paint off so it doesn't goo underneath the stencil. And you have to gently put the paint on like this. Now, I'm thinking that I'm going to need probably two layers of the paint because the galvanized metal that I'm working on is quite slippery, and it's making it a little difficult to get that paint onto the surface. So it's taking me a little bit of time, and I'm just going to take my time. I'm covering that heart up with my thumb as I go around it, and I'm going to work on this, and I will be back for the reveal. Now this is going to be, you know, kind of a quick and easy project, but that's okay. Those type of projects are fine so that we can get you off and rolling onto your creative time. You know, you don't want to just sit and watch videos all the time, although that can be very fun too on a rainy day and such. So let's just take a peek now how it's looking. But you can see that that all kind of leaked out. It's going to take a couple of layers for this. So I'm going to work on it. I think I'm going to do the grows in green so that we can have a little color variation. And then I will continue on, and I'll show you my progress in just a little bit, okay? Okay, so trial and error. What I have learned, and obviously I should know this, that all paint is not created equal. This paint, Liquitex, is wonderful, wonderful, wonderful for mixed media, but it's not so great on this slippery galvanized tin. So I went away from that, and I was thinking, what paint do I have? Now, I've been watching these videos by Tim Holtz, and his distress paint is amazing, absolutely amazing, and it dries permanent. So I'm thinking, well, that's exactly what I need. So I did that with my green, and look how much better that looks with the green. So that was distress paint. And I can see here I have a little bit of leakage here, and because the paint is wet, I can get that out of here just like that, quick and easy. I'm just wiping it away with a wet brush. And this green is going to dry permanent. I'm going to clean up my stencil here so I don't have that problem anymore. Okay, so I was looking, and I have been trying to get all the colors of the distress paint, and here's how far I've gotten. Obviously I don't have all the colors, I'm working on it, and I didn't have the black, so I dug in my stash, and I had this by Dilutions Black Marble, and I used that same technique with my stencil brush, and it's much better, much better. So I used that. That's good. Now I dug out a couple of colors. I'm just gonna make some room here so that we can put this on, and I'm gonna take this part off, set it aside, and we'll put this on. And I'm going to be very careful not to get it on that green because I really don't want to pull that up. It is a little wet. I could give it a little dry with my um, heat tool. That would be the smart thing to do. I just saw a little bit of paint that shouldn't have been there. So the smart thing to do is give it a heat. Don't melt my stencil. And then this is going to dry permanent on there. I was thinking I would probably do a spray sealer on it just as a precaution. But now I don't have to worry about getting my hand in there. Okay. And let's tape this one down. And I did not have a perfect color for the pot. I was looking at what distress paint I had. I have a carved pumpkin, which will be very, very bright, but I thought I'd put a little drop of maybe pumice stone in there to darken it up, and we'll see how that goes. And of course the red hearts are going to be this candy apple. Oh, they're going to be so pretty. So this is a fun project, and I'll definitely be looking for more of these tins in my journeys, my rummage sale journeys, of course. I have a real tiny stencil brush here, and then I've got kind of a bigger one here. I would say I could add some stencil brushes to my, this one might work best for the red. Okay, get those out of the way. And so let's mix up that candy apple here. I'm going to set this aside and see what we can come in. I'm just working on a lid from some yogurt from at work. Let's see, give this a shake. And I'm going to say three drips. Oops, see, they're so new they're not even open yet. And that is really bright. I'm going to use that paint. And I'm going to give it one more drip. And then let's try this pumice stone. Yep. And just see what color I come up with. I'm going to mix it with my I didn't have any brown, but that gray toned it down a bit so it's not so neon orange. And I think that will be just fine. So we'll start with that. Bring this back over. Clear off my mess here. No matter what project you're working on, your desk does get full, doesn't it? So for the pot, we're going to maybe use this one. It's a little bit bigger. And can you see there? Okay. I'm loading up my brush, and I'm going to dot it off a little bit and work in a circular motion. And I think that little bit of gray helped out a lot. And I didn't leave really a hinge, but we can use this. Cute. And I got my one brush here. I can pull that out. I got a little over the edge. That was me just being excited. Adorable. Okay, let's go on to the red, and I think I'll come back and do a little bit more of that orange so I can give it a thicker coat. Let's do some red. Just one tiny drop, I bet, of the red. Oh. Yeah, like I said, these are all so very new. I think I'll use it right off of there. Why not? Wipe my hands off, cover up my paint, because you know what I do with paint. I spill it. Okay, dabbing on, dabbing off. Circular motion. All right. So I guess the lesson for this little tutorial is all paint is not created equal. So we should know that now. I'm going to take this little bit of red, and on my stencil there was a little heart there in the O. I'm going to paint it in. Cute. Just another coat because it's dry. It dries real fast. A little bit more orange. Let's see what it looks like. That's adorable, except for I went out of the lines there a little bit. But we got our brush. Put a little water on there because it's not dry yet. Now how adorable is that? I think it's very cute. Cleaning it up a little bit. Adorable. I may put a little brown underneath the pot to give it some ground. And I will do that with just a little bit. I don't have any brown. I don't have any brown distress paint. So I'm digging around trying to find some. This is a real dark paint here. Let's see if this will work. I'm just going to use my regular paintbrush. Turn it upside down. Just give it a little ground here, so my little pot's not flying in the air. I think I'll fix up that heart just a little bit, give it another coat. And I say yay. I think that turned out just great. I feel the need. Whoa, that was way too much paint. I feel the need just to kind of go over these letters a little bit to crisp them up. And I think that looks real good. I'm just using the stencil as a guide. And then I have one other idea. I'm going to crisp these letters up. And I just feel that this needs like a bug or a bee, thing like that. So I'm going to finish crisping this all up. I will get my supplies cleaned up and we'll try and finish this off. Okay? So stay tuned. We'll be right back. Okay, here's how it's looking. I put some brown under there. I also filled in the line there with some brown and gave the red hearts a little bit of accent. I see I just scratched off that black there that I didn't want to do. I'm going to fill that in. So you got to be real careful with it, and I am going to seal it, I have decided. So I got a few finishing touches. What we're going to do, I wanted to put a couple of little bees on here. I thought these were super adorably cute. Can you see that? This is a rubber stamp and it's by Endless Creations. I'll try and find it for you. But any little bee, here's it stamped on paper. So what I stamped it on is something that I got in one of my crafty hauls, and it's by Tim Holtz, and it's collage paper. And this is just plain white collage paper like this. And he's been saying in his videos that this collage paper will just melt totally clear. So I'm going to put it to the test. I stamped it with my archival ink. I'm going to use a damp brush, and I'm just kind of going to go around the edges here so we have less paper. Just like that. Just real random, just pulling that apart like that. Getting rid of those square edges. Okay, so I have a little bee. And I'm going to do all three because I don't want to dip my brush in the glue and then have it back on the tissue. So I'm going to do all three and just gently pulling them apart, you can see, and setting them down there. Okay. These little details are, you know, what makes it your own, and so fun too. So let's put this collage paper to the test and see if it is going to melt right away to clear. He says it's even better than tissue paper. So let's see here. I've got some matte, or not matte, yeah, matte medium up there. I thought one on this handle would be real cute, so I'm putting quite a little glue on there, covering up the top. And when you feel it is stuck down, leave it alone. Looks pretty darn transparent. Okay, I'm going to put 3 on just because, you know, the power of 3, they say you should do everything in odd numbers. Put one over here for that corner. Okay, stop messing with it. And then I thought one over here by the by the flower. I think I'll put it over here. I'm gonna move in here a little bit so you can see it a little bit better up close. Can you see the bees on there? And I'll get them in the pictures at the end too. I'll try and focus in on those. Okay, so now I wasn't 100% super happy with the grows, and I have in here some black paint with some airbrush medium, and I have to turn it on an angle. I don't know why, I just have to. And I thought I would kind of go underneath all of these. Now this could be a deciding factor that I totally mess it up, but I'm going to try it. Just give that, oh, I'm afraid this is so liquidy. I'm going to try my dark brown ones. I tried that yesterday for a project and it worked out real well. Here's my project from yesterday. See that tree? It's pretty dark black, so I'm going to see maybe this one is a little bit better. And I had to get my pliers to pull out the pin in the top. And hopefully I'm not going to mess this up. Yeah, this is a little thicker. So I'm just going to do all of them. Just not a complete outline. But just a little something, I feel. How's that look? That's much better. It's a little out here maybe. Sorry, I'm not talking right now. I'm trying not to mess it up. Yeah, I think that's very cute. My little bees are dry. I'm going to put the pin back in here. And I did put a little bit of fossil amber on my tray there. And I'm going to use the back of this paintbrush and just go boop to give some yellow to those wings. Yellow to the wings of the bee. I know the wings aren't yellow, but if you add a little bit of yellow to that tiny little bit, it's just going to pull your eye there, and I think that is adorable. So love grows here with our little bit of bees and the pot. Super cute. I will fill it with some goodies, and I will post that in our group, Everything Paper and Glue. So if you are interested in joining a Facebook group, that would be a cool idea, and then you would be able to see how I put some flowers or what I'm going to put in this little goodie. Thank you again to Laura Manson for the wonderful stencils. I absolutely love them. I will use them again and again in several projects, and I hope that you stop back again to my channel, and we will have some more creativity for you next Thursday. Have a great week. Bye now. So I thought it was done, and then I had an idea. It was just a little too silver and new looking for me. So I took my archival ink and I went around the edges. Can you see how it's just kind of grunged up a little bit? I kind of like that. And then while I was doing it, I thought, I have something called rust paste in my stash. So I don't know if I'm going to wreck it right now or not, but I have that saying that says, God hates a coward. So I think I'm going to try and just put a little rust paste on this, and we'll see what happens. This is a product I've had in my stash for a long time. You can see it's not looking the best. It's got some big chunks of dried stuff in here. I'll get rid of that. And I'm just gonna kind of go for it. I don't know. Just keep adding those things. I think I kind of like it. I'm not gonna go too crazy, but just give it a little something. And I think I'll just do the front so that I can finish this video and get the pictures and get it uploaded, and I'll do the back after the front is dry. But I think yeah, this is gonna be real cute. Just a little bit down here at the bottom. And I think that is even more adorable. Okay, so I'm going to let that alone. I'm definitely going to clean this up. So, yeah, I will do the back and the sides, but I don't want to do it while this is wet. Okay, so project complete. I hope you like it. Have a great week. Thanks for watching, and remember, I will put the finished products with my decorations in the Facebook group, Everything Paper and Glue. Just make sure you answer the 2 questions so that I can let you in the group. All right. Have a good week.